First and foremost, I thought the players played extremely hard. I thought they fought. I'm proud of them. They did not quit. And I told you guys before, they do not have quit in their DNA. Obviously, we're not here for moral victories. We came up short, and we came here to win. So we've got to continue to work to get better. But all in overall, this group of men in there, I just had a chance to talk with. I told them I respect them. I respect them for the way that they've handled change over this past week. I respect them how resilient that they've been over this past week. I respect how they've responded, and they've taken ownership of this team. I'm extremely proud of them, but I know they're hurting. Our staff's hurting. I'm hurting. We came here to win, and we fell short. The Gators expect a winner, so we've got to get ready to get back to work. We've got 4 more games ready to roll, and we can win. But we've got to continue to get better in all facets of the game. So, open it up for questions if you guys have some.
Fire away, guys. The short yardage, 4th and 1.
Yep.
Obviously, you went up to gun on the play. Or any second thoughts about doing that, or did you just feel like that the way you guys run the football, that was kind of the way to go?
No second thoughts. I think we'll take a look on film and see what happened. I haven't had a chance to look at or review it yet, but obviously critical play for us. But never going to second guess it. And our guys, we had to go for it. We had to go for it. If you kick a field goal, you're still down. If they go down and score, you're still down a point. So we'll take a look and see where we went wrong, but no second guessing as far as what the play was called. Yeah, I'm just kind of looking at him. He was, 15 of 24 today, 166 yards. They did a pretty good job on defense. I mean, they do a good job. They threw some pressures. They played some too high. They played some one high, man coverage, zone coverage behind it. They do a good job. So obviously, DJ put us in a great position to be in the game at the end of the game right now. So it was a close game. Like I said, we didn't have the outcome that we wanted, but we would have never been in the situation if we didn't have DJ playing the way that he played. I thought he did some really good things. He had a career long in a run. He showed that I'm not afraid to run the ball, and he's a willing runner. So absolutely.
What about Trey Wilson? His involvement today? I mean, he had some opportunities for Nelby and Dallas getting hurt, but you seemed like you were pretty wanted to get involved.
We talked this week earlier this week up in Gainesville just about the way that he's worked over the last couple of weeks, and he's going to be rewarded based on how hard you work. A couple of weeks ago, he wasn't as active as far as being able to get the ball, but he busted his butt in the blocking game, and obviously with a couple of playmakers down, we had Aiden down, we had VB down, and Dallas was down here in the middle of the game. So he stepped up. I'm looking at some of the numbers he had. He had 9 catches for 121 yards, and he did a great job. He's got big play making ability. So it was something that we kind of saw throughout practice. He did a great job in practice. Everything that he did today, he made in practice, and that's kind of the expectation, to be able to make the plays that you're doing consistently in practice. I think this team, again, they have no quit. They're a gritty team. And again, like I said, I'm just super proud of how they've bonded together. I just got done talking to them extremely hard. And they want to win. This team is not here to play. They want to win. Now, I'm proud of them. But again, like I said, we got to go back to work as a staff to be able to put them in a better position so we can be successful and walk out of here a winner. I was looking at some of the stats. They did a really good job controlling the ball in the first half. And I'm just looking at the first 3, or 3 of them from the first half. They did a great job controlling the ball and keeping the ball. But our defense did a great job. Our defense didn't break. So we ended up getting the ball on -11, -9, -11, putting our backs up against the wall. Okay, you can look at it as a negative, you can look at it as a positive. I look at it as both. You know, we got the ball deep against with our backs against the wall, but our defense did a great job in keeping them out of the end zone. So we've got to be able to, we've got to be better than that, and make sure that we're better than 2 and 11 on third down. So, but I do think that they came back. Our players came back. We've made some adjustments from the first half to second half at halftime. Coach Callaway, Coach O'Hara, and the offensive staff got together, and I think the first, if I'm correct, the first drive we were 3 and out, which is not what we want to be. But the second drive, I think, was a 15-play drive when we went down and scored. So again. Hats off to our players for not giving in, not stop fighting. I love them, and we're here for them, for our players. But we've got to continue to grind and put them in the position where they can be successful.
About the way you guys defended Gunner Stockton, you guys picked him off for only the second time this year, but he also made some plays as well.
You know, he's a good football player. You know, he's a good football player coming into the game. He had a good game today, but again, our defense played really good. I thought they did some. They moved around. They challenged him a little bit. Got an interception. So I'm excited about the way that the guys played. But again, like I said, most importantly, I am proud of this team. The way that they've responded and changed. Okay, it's not easy. And I'm just super proud of this team, the way that they've responded. They're resilient, and they're not going to quit. They're not going to quit, and we're going to get ready. We're going to get back to work. We're going to get on the bus. We're going to go back to Gainesville, start working again tomorrow, and get ready for the next week.
Sturtevant slips behind the defense, and it looks like the ball slightly overthrown there and stuff, but it almost comes up with a great catch. How tough is that to kind of stomach there?
It's hard. You take a look at we're going to go back and watch film, and there's probably going to be more than one of those type of plays, but yeah, it's one of those things. You know, it just didn't work the way that we wanted it to work today. We've got to continue, like I said, as a staff. We got to continue to grind. We got to continue to work. We got to put our players in the best possible position. Because again, these guys, I keep giving praise to them. They have not quit, and there is no quit in them. So if they're going to fight for us, we got to continue to fight. If we play like this, we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay in the next 4 games, but we've got to continue it, and we got to keep pressing. We got to keep getting better. The seniors got to continue to lead. Young guys got to continue to get better, and we got to just keep fighting.
Did you think it was a catch?
No.
What can you say about just Trey Smack and what the opportunities he gives you? I mean, 54-yarder.
No, he's he's a weapon. He's absolutely a weapon. As soon as you get over on plus side, and you can, Coach Houston, he's usually in my ear talking and letting us know where we're at, where the kick line is, and he's anytime you got a guy that can put the ball in and get points from distance, it gives you a little security blanket. So absolutely, but you know, at the end of the day, as an offense, we want to do a good job. We want to create big plays create into points, and I think we did a better job. I think at some points with penalties, but we still had 5 of them. So we've got to eliminate that process. Time of possession was kind of flipped. You know, first half they did an incredible job. They kept the ball away from us, and we didn't keep the ball in our hands. In the second half, we came back. We put some drives together, and it's pretty close, 27-32. I'm looking at some of the stats, but again, we've got to bounce back. We've got to keep our players together. And again, that's my whole mission, is to keep these players together, keep fighting, keep them together as a family. And again, I just thank them for that. And then so.
What's the status of Dallas Wilson?
We'll find out a little bit more. You know, obviously he was injured, so I'll find out. I haven't even talked to him or the training staff right now. So we'll go back and visit with him.
Operation tempo, how do you think that went with all the changes?
You know, I think the ball. I think we moved the ball the way that we needed to as far as getting aligned and can you be faster? You can always be faster, but at the same time, there's going to be certain looks where you want to shift to try to get the defense in the proper look. So we're going to motion at times where we need to motion to try to create picks, and I shouldn't say picks, but trying to create those natural rubs and again to try to put in our players in an advantageous situation based on run plays.
Really given the context of everything, the past week, the changes, top 5 team, rivalry, all that, just, I know it's a loss, but what kind of challenge was today, and for them to have a lead in the fourth quarter? Like, I know you don't want moral victories, but what kind of a challenge was today?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, it was, if you take a look from the standpoint of what happened and what could have happened, yeah, it's great. But at the end of the day, we did not win, and that's all that matters. Okay, so our players played hard. They fought. And they know this. There are no moral victories. You either win or you lose. But I told them that they're going to have challenges in life. They're going to be dads. They're going to be fathers. They're going to be husbands someday. There's going to be challenges in life that are going to affect them. And how you respond is the most important piece of it. How you handle adversity, how you control your emotion. Nobody controls your emotion. You might not always control the situation that you're in, but you can control your emotion and how you respond. And I just got talking to a young man in there, a freshman, and told him how important that was. And continue to keep pushing and continue to keep fighting. So I love them. I love our players. Our coaching staff loves our players. We're going to continue to fight for the University of Florida. We believe in the program. Our players believe in it, and we're going to continue to keep fighting to get those wins.
More verticality today in the passing game. We should talk about that.
We talked just about giving our players an opportunity to run a little bit. The thing in the pass game, if you always want to try to design pass plays, whether they're one high, two high beaters, or top down level beaters or progression reads, okay. But it's all dictated. What shot you're going to be able to take is going to be dictated by what kind of defense that they're playing in the back end. So, are there times that you wish you could take the ball deeper? Absolutely, but they might be playing a zone thirds. Are there times that you could throw the ball with a runner? Well, sometimes they're playing zone or man. So it's the defense dictates where you're throwing the ball, but offensively, we try to have those answers based on the coverages that we're given. Yes, sir.
Two more. What did DJ show you to kind of put the ball in his hands as a runner more?
Absolutely. I think I talked a little bit earlier about that. We've never been afraid of it. He's always been a willing runner. And if anytime you got a willing runner, I think that opens up. What it does is it opens up and makes the defense defend you a little bit. So, when you can spread it out a little bit and they're going to play a 4-man box or a 5-man box and you have an extra hat, he becomes the runner. He's big, he's strong, he's fast, he's plenty fast. And again, the only thing that matters is if you're a willing runner. If you're a willing runner, then you'll be productive in the run game as a quarterback.